Welcome to the Good Karma Sportfishing podcast. I'm your host, Captain Ryan Van Fleet. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Well, it's Monday morning, and I hope everybody enjoyed an awesome bite out there. It has been spectacular fishing. As I predicted, late September and October, we were going to see some awesome dolphin fishing, and man, did we get it. And we did get it. Now, I seen this a few years ago, like I told you guys, the migrations are late, and they're late. They're 2 to 3 months late. So I can give you a lot of theories on that, but I'm not going to today. So what I am going to talk about are a couple different things. I am seeing that NOAA is starting to put a little effort into, and NOAA is pretty much the Gov. I'm not going to get into that shit, but anyways. So the Gov is issuing permits to do some shark studies on basically fish are getting eaten on like charter boat fishing trips, and then the guys that are issued permits have to do some swabbing, and they can keep the fish that's out of season that's been bit. And I think what's happening is that finally there's enough voices out there that NOAA's starting to listen that we do have some shark issues out there, and they need to open up some seasons. So there needs to be balance out there. I talked about this last night in my podcast, but there's probably going to be about a year. It takes NOAA forever. They drag their feet a lot. So, but, it's science, and science is like, they have to do the studies. They have to put everything together. They're limited resources and all that other bullshit that goes on with the Gov. But anyway, so I look to see some changes in the shark fishery here within the next 2 years, maybe sooner. And 2 years goes by pretty quickly. So just keep that in mind. That's what's happening out there. I'm seeing that through the announcements. So we will see some shark harvesting going on. Also, what else we got going on out there? We caught a dusky shark that was tagged. That was cool. So it had a tag in it. I didn't remove the tag because I don't bring sharks in the boat. There's just no way for me to do that in the 23 safely. So, and I don't carry a bang stick. I don't carry any guns or any of that other bullshit that people carry out there. So to kill the sharks, I just don't. I just don't have the resources to do it. But I wish I would have got the tag because it would have been cool to see where that dusky migrated from. Also, too, down in Puerto Rico, they are starting to do Wahoo tagging. The Dolphin Research Program, I follow them on Facebook. I also get their newsletters. I used to make a lot of donations to them when they were just starting out, but now they're pretty much self-funded. So what I'm seeing is that they are really starting to shift their efforts and move and focus on other fish. And the next fish it looks like they're starting to focus on is Wahoo, which is way cool. So that's a couple things that I've been hearing through the grapevine, seeing through the media posts that I get. So I encourage you guys to follow the Dolphin Research Program. It's an awesome program as far as tagging goes. You can learn the migrations and all that good stuff, and just learn that dolphins just don't live out there like a lot of people think they do. Just saying. I had to say that. So anyways, guys, I got a lot going on. I'm super busy. As far as my schedule goes, my October's completely full through the end, and then I have 3 dates left in November, and that's in the first week of November, and then the rest of my November is full. December's filling up. So I encourage anyone that listens to this podcast that wants to fish with me in December, you need to make the reservations as soon as possible. I do have a lot of dates that are already full, so yeah, get your reservations as soon as possible, especially for the holidays. And yeah, guys, so I have a new course that I've been working on, and I'm super excited about it. I'm calling it, the name of the course is going to be Reef Strategies. I'm focusing on yellowtail fishing, grouper fishing, which is a bonus, and I'm going to touch a little bit about mutton snappers as well. But basically, guys, I'm super excited about it because I'm going to be using some really good bottom fishing imagery to show you guys. I'm doing 2 reef analysis, and I'm going to show you Pickles Reef, and I'm going to show you the Spiegel Grove area. So if you fish those areas, you're going to get your whole world opened up, because those are the 2 areas I'm using as examples. Also, the course is for anglers that, wish to learn how I do it, okay? Now, what does that mean? It means it may or may not be for you, okay? it is not a step-by-step course. It's the inside scoop on how I do things. Then you can either copy it or adapt to it or whatever you like, however you feel like doing, to where and wherever you fish, because it applies to your area as well. Wherever there's snappers and groupers, it's going to apply to you. So, and if you want to see the bottom imagery, you may want to really tune in to see what I got going on with that. Just saying. I'm not going to give away anything, but it's really good. Now, here's how it's going to work. It's a 3-part course, and with a bonus that will go away, okay? So right now, it's been going on for a while, for a few weeks, and it's been in pre-book. And the price right now is $179. This coming Wednesday, October 20th, and right around midnight, I'm going to raise that price to $219. Okay, so you have until Wednesday to get in on the $179 pre-book. And if you book the pre-book, you're going to get all 3 modules when they are released and the bonus, okay? So when Module 1 is about to get released, which I'm aiming for like this, the Module 1, I've already released a few videos out there, and they're in Module 1 already with all the new reels and line, and I've listed everything I use, things that I do not share in the podcast, okay? I give you brands of line, I give you the actual reels I use, I give you like a couple other things in there that I'm not going to talk about, and then I give you one golden nugget. So in number 1, and I'll give you some other stuff. I'm not done finishing up with that yet. I'm finishing up with part 1 between today and tomorrow, and then Wednesday that price goes up to $219, and then after that the group bonus will get released. So the group bonus is the grouper fishing. Okay, so before I move into part 2, I'm going to release the grouper fishing bonus. And I'm releasing the grouper fishing bonus because grouper fishing's heating up. We had our first little cold front that moved through, which is going to fire up the grouper fishing. Fire it up. And yes, it's going to get good here for the next 2 months. And if you're really just starting out, beginning, and really want to amplify your fishing, then you're going to want to purchase this course because it's going to bring you from 0 to hero really quick. So like I said, on October 20th, at midnight, the price goes up to $219. So you have today, which is the 18th and the 19th, to purchase the course at the $179 price. Okay. Then after that, I release the grouper bonus, which I'm going to be working on right after I finish part 1 completely. So like I said, part 1, there's other stuff. There's some videos in there right now, and I'm just not done with it, but I wanted to get some stuff out there, so it's there. So those that bought pre-book already have those available. So then after I get the grouper 1 done and that gets released, the bonus, then we move to module number 2. Okay, that gets released, but you're still going to get the grouper bonus, so no worries. When module 3 gets released, the price goes up and the grouper bonus goes away. I'm not sure what the finished price is going to be actually, because the content is so good. And just to give you guys a little hint here, is that if you wanted to have a little bit of personal time as far as talking with me, I'm not going to give anything away, but just saying that that's going to be something you might want to look into for as far as this course goes. So that's all I'm going to say. Can't give anything more away or Melinda's going to get pissed at me. So just saying. That's it for that. So I dropped a little nugget bomb there. Now, I plan on having everything released by December. Timing varies due to my schedule, and my schedule is super busy, but I am not taking a break at home. I am not fun fishing. I'm not doing anything like that. Everything I'm doing right now is dedicated to building this course because I want it to be really good and personalized videos, things for you guys, and because I want you guys to be successful. And it'll pretty much answer everything out there that you guys have asked me throughout the years about how to do this, how to do that. I'm going to show you guys tricks with the chum ball stuff. You guys are going to get to see it all. So, like I said, you can copy me, do whatever. I don't care. But it's taken me a while to, say, should I really do this? I'm like, yeah, I am. So, guys, I actually fish for a living. So that's why I have to break it out into parts. And plus, I don't want to rush to put stuff out there. I want to make sure it's good, especially when I get into parts 2 and 3, strategies and scenarios. And in part 2 is that's going to be some bottom imagery and anchor positioning. I'm going to show you guys some anchoring tricks, okay? Some anchoring tricks. I'm not going to get into it, but there's a lot of tricks out there. And like I said, it's this shit you're not going to see on YouTube. I'm going to show you some rope tricks, all sorts of good stuff. The proper anchor, deep water anchoring, because deep water anchoring is 10 times better than the Rodan. Oh, I want to share with you guys something. Once I got rid of that Rodan, I had fish balled up underneath the boat for the first time. The fish hung out all day. Those fish are fucking scared of that trolling motor. They do not like that hum. Just saying. I seen a huge difference last week. That was the first time I yellowtail fished since I got rid of that trolling motor. Yes, those fish do not like that trolling motor and that boat moving around in that current. So, I've been asked that several times. No. Yeah, you got to hit them on a really good day. But I have to tell you, they don't like that trolling motor. And I just seen the difference because we wrecked them. We wrecked them last week. We caught all the law will allow, and they don't like those trolling motors. I'm just saying, at least for me, they don't. Just going to share my experience and watch what you're going to see with the yellowtail stuff from me here, because I change shit around so much, and I've just been itching to burn some yellowtail. And that cold weather's here, and it's my favorite time to set that hook. So that's what we're doing. And then the other stuff too. Okay, so module / part 2 is bottom imagery. I'm going to show you guys some anchoring positioning. I'm going to give you guys an underwater view of Pickles Reef and Spiegel Grove areas. Just top areas for muttons and groupers and snappers. And then I'm going to walk you through the scenarios as far as rock to sand, all this other shit. So I'm not going to get too in-depth with it because of the copycats out there. So, but now, if you've been part of my group or the paid rigging group, listening to my podcast, did private coaching with me, fish with me, watched YouTube videos, downloaded the app, Fishing Reports, you know that I over-deliver. And I'm unlike anybody else out there as far as delivering good content to you guys, as far as actual shit that you can use. Now, some of it may not be really fancy with funny music and great hook and cook. I'm giving you guys actual shit that you can use to be successful out there on the water. Okay? So, in the knot stuff that you see in the videos in part 1, those are the knots that I use. A lot of the good knots you don't see on YouTube. Okay? I use 3 knots. If you guys are all trying to like tie this, tie that, you are not focused on your shit. You should be worried about 1 knot only, tie it good. And in the course, I show you why I can, when you see the knot that I tie, you'll know why I can catch big fish on light line. Okay? You'll see why. And small hooks. So, just saying. And for those that have fished with me and I've told you that this is the knot that I tie, sorry, I didn't tell you. I feel real bad. Not really, because I do have some stuff I don't like to share on my fishing charters. I don't try and improve clinch knot, and I always get asked, what knot is that? I love that knot because everybody's staring at it. And no, I don't share the. I didn't share the actual name. But it's in the course. So, what can you expect? You can expect the best. This is going to be a good one. That's why it's taking me time. And at the very end, as a bonus, you're going to get something in there that is pretty cool. So I was unsure if I was going to do it, but I decided to do it. There's going to be some structure around it, but anyway, so I'm just going to leave it at that. In conjunction, if you've been on the fence about purchasing any of my other courses, I have been extremely busy on working on updates for all the courses, okay? and including the downrigger course, the spot finding course. The chum ball is going to stay the same. I'm not touching that one. You're going to see different applications for the chum balls in the reef fishing course. So you're going to see how all the different modifications I make to go after the fish with the chum ball stuff. So just FYI. I showed you the chum ball mix, but I didn't show you other applications that I do and all the tactics. So just saying. So I'm working on the bait strip one this week. If you want to, I have not shared the other tactic that I use because I didn't want to. It just was too good, and I was afraid to share it. But now this week, I'm going to put that in as an update, and then I am going to announce that before I do it. And then I'm going to raise the price on the bait strip course, okay? So as far as the bait strips go, they are the most reliable Wahoo fishing lure that I've seen. I've used bonito strips. I've used other stuff. But I have, honestly, when you see me racking up big numbers, like I said, on one particular day I've caught over, I used one rod and a bait strip with the Sea Witch, and we caught, I caught well over 10 wahoos. I caught them by myself fishing alone. So with one rod, Sea Witch and a bait strip. That was it, man. That was it. I was running my planer off the downrigger, and I'm doing an update for that. So if you haven't purchased that course, I would highly suggest you do. I'm doing parts 2 and 3 to the Wahoo fishing. We're going to get in depth with Wahoo fishing, getting you really dialed in. That is something else. That's another course that I'm working on. So, guys, literally, I really love to work. I like to be busy, and I like helping people get better. So that's why I do the podcast and put out the courses for the guys that are really wanting it to take it to the next level and really wanting to be good. But as with anything, if you put in the work, you're going to get the results. I can lead a horse to water, but I cannot make him drink it. So it's on you to do the work, guys. Fish do not magically jump in the boat. If you go, like I said, you guys go book with reef consultants and all this other shit. But the bottom line is that reef consultant isn't going to show you all the secrets. And they're going to start making you sign a bunch of shit now because there's so many reef consultants out there that are getting in on the game because the guys are buying new boats and they know they can make a dime off of you. So, anyways, you think that you ought to have somebody else out there with you showing you. That actually can hurt you in the long run. I do, like I said, there's some guys that I recommend that help, but and I've talked about those guys in the past, but the best thing you can do is just go at it by yourself to build your confidence. You can't have a crutch, okay, out there on the water. So the best thing to do is to do your work on the land, get out there, start fucking around, and get better on your own. Learn how to set your own anchor, learn how to study your sonar yourself, actually read the directions, because the directions help. Guys, there's so much that you just need to open your brains and start thinking, okay? So I'm here to help you guys, and meaning by help is to help build your confidence on the water, okay? Yes, there's going to be days where you're going to get your ass kicked, but that only builds character, and it makes you want to get better. And you have to do that by, number one, spending time on the land, okay? Everybody's like, I got kids, I got to do this. You guys, there's always time. Get your ass up out of bed and early before your kids get up, have to go to school, okay? When I was learning how to do this and I had other jobs that I had to do when I was working pest control, I would get up out of bed at 2 o'clock in the morning before my wife got up out of bed, and I would just study and study and study and practice knots, and I'd go run the stairs and pest control down here and clean toilets. So that's what I did. And then I made it on boats, didn't get paid. There's all that other shit that I had to do. So that's how you find time. You make it for yourself, okay? You make it. And I don't have any sympathy for anybody that's lazy. So take the time, do it, and I know the guys that are putting in the work because I get the emails, I see it, and I see the results. I had some guys email me over the weekend. They caught some kick-ass wahoo. They emailed me, thanked me. Gratitude goes a long way in this world just by saying thank you and anybody. And it's awesome to get the thank yous because I think the world has forgot how to say thank you. So, anyways, I'm going to leave you guys with one fishing tip here. Everybody needs to, if you guys are wahoo fishermen, everybody needs to get buy a Islander that's blue and pink with a chrome head, and then you can rig that under a bait strip, and you can or you can rig it over a ballyhoo. I like to run my pink and blue witch. I make my own sea witches, and that's the stuff that I teach in the rigging crew. I teach people how to make their own sea witches and stuff, so they can, it's nothing like catching a big wahoo off a lure that you made instead of buying a lure. And that's the next level stuff for guys that really want to become really good and enjoy fishing. Because when you make your own shit and you catch a wahoo off stuff that you tied yourself, there is a bigger thrill, especially after you've caught a whole bunch of them. I mean, it's just like rigging a swordfish bait. The guys that can rig their own swordfish baits and they go out and they catch them, they put in a lot of work out there, man. They know that they read the solar lunars, they rig their own baits, and when they catch a big swordfish, they put in more work than that other guy that went down and bought a pack of stuff at another tackle store. And because I didn't have time, I go, bullshit, you got time. I'm so sick of hearing people that don't have time. You can always make time. You just have to put in a little harder work. That's how shit rolls. So you're going to get so much more out of it. That's all I got today, guys. I look forward to, I think the guys in advance that purchased the course, you're going to get what you need, and including that nice little bonus at the very end that I haven't talked about yet, which is I'm super excited about. And that's all I got. Follow me on Instagram for the Porgy Report. It's Good Karma. Porgy. It's Good Karma Sportfishing _FL_Keys. And you can become part of my main Facebook group. I have to do some vetting, and I check out people's backgrounds. And if I feel they're not got a good fit, then it is what it is. So I got to be careful of that group because I want it to be a really nice place for people to post stuff, and because that's how it should be. Let's see. Oh, that's it. Oh, and also, too, guys, I've been having a shitload of issues with my Shimano reels lately. The bearings have been going out quite frequently. I have not been happy with the product that Shimano's put out during the past 2 years for COVID. And honestly, these are new reels. And I've been hearing some things through the grapevine. So just be careful when you order a new reel. I highly suggest that when you order a new reel that you service it right away and grease everything. I've got an awesome Tavis in my rigging group. He's an amazing dude, and he knows his shit about reels. It's kind of like the A-team. You got a guy that really knows reels, and you got a guy that really knows something else. So it's like a crack squadron. And Tavis is the reel guy. So, and he was telling me that Shimano, that he's hearing a lot of things about the Shimano 50s, and that seems to be what I'm having my issues with. And the Shimano Talica 25s, I've been using them a couple weeks, and the bearings are going out. I'm not doing anything different. Everything's the same. So there's something going on with those reels. So just beware, okay? So when you do buy a new Talica, just know that there are some issues, and I think there's a lot of other issues going on with reels right now that have been made during COVID. So as with anything else with manufacturer, I'm just giving you guys a heads up. That's what's happening to me, so I want to share with you guys. That's it. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, anytime you're fishing, it's all good.